Hello my angels, welcome back to Vlogmas and welcome back to London. This vlog is all going to be about those last Christmas presents, last preparations for Christmas. So Marcus and I have very quickly popped up to town to get the last Christmas presents on our list. We got very successful in Hermes. Fantastic. So I got Mark's Christmas present, which is very exciting. We're now heading up to Harvey Nicks to try and get Anna a present, try and get my father a present, Mummy Amanda. So we've got a fair few more to do. So this vlog is going to be all about last minute Christmas preparations and Christmas Eve. I feel like Christmas Eve is almost as big as Christmas Day. We go big on family traditions, we make memories. It's a little bit bougie, it's a little bit spoily, and we cannot wait to share it with you. But first, we've got a fair few Christmas presents to get. I've got lots of wrapping to do. Got to do Christmas cards. Oh, we've got so much to do, but let's do this. Sadly, we were not successful in Harvey Nicks. Did you know that Laura Mercier don't do their bubble bath, like the honeycomb bubble bath anymore? I am flabbergasted, and I'm also so sad. That's like my favourite thing on earth. We were going to get our housekeeper, she loves having baths, and I wanted to like make it almost like a ceremonial thing so that she can have a lovely relaxing bath after a hectic Christmas. We are now in Apple, believe it or not, before Christmas, and it is quiet. We have a 6-minute wait and we are looking at the iPads for my dad. Again, a little bit of an extra present, but all our siblings are chipping in to buy my father an iPad because he loves watching the news and Netflix and movies and Amazon Prime on the aeroplane, and he watches it on his phone, and I'm like, Dad, we can do so much better than this. So we're gonna have a little look at the iPads, gonna have a look at how much they are, the different options, also gonna look at some AirPods, but I just feel like he's gonna lose one AirPod quicker than you can even say AirPods. So we're gonna see whether they still have the ones with the cable or maybe like big ones. I think he'd like those as well. So we're just in here, gonna try and get this job done. We've got a few more bits and pieces to do, and then we are heading to the most heavenly dinner of all time at my favorite Italian restaurant in London, Zafferano's. Back into Harrods and off to the beauty hall to see if we can find some bubble baths. Just popped into Charlotte Tilbury. I can't resist, and there's a couple of bits that I need to get, and also a few stocking fillers for Mummy. It's divine in here, and I love their new launches. They've got a few limited editions, and actually an amazing set here that you get all of this makeup in the white squares and a makeup bag for £122.50, which is basically 75% off. It is unbelievable. We have officially finished Christmas shopping. It is done. If we haven't got it by now, it's not happening, and I'm delighted to say we have literally ticked everything off of the list. So just leaving Harrods and now heading to our favourite Italian restaurant of all time, Zafferano. It is owned by my godfather, but it is the best of the best. Giuseppe, who is the maitre d', is so lovely. They do the best Bellini in London, let me tell you. The truffle pasta, the Rossini, the vitello tonato. Oh, chef's kiss, cannot wait. I've been dreaming about this bellini. Oh, it is literally perfection on my lips. Oh, my tongue, my throat. I could literally live off of these if I could. Fresh Italian peaches. Oh, I have no words. Scrum-didiocious. Just ordered, we literally have the dream dinner coming. So Mark and I decided to share the vitello tonato to start. We're then going to have a middle course of white truffle pasta because you just can't not hear. It is creme de la creme. So delicious. And Mark has gone with the rossini and I have gone, I'm so bad, so naughty, a veal Milanese, and they bring it with fresh tomato and red onion salad. It is enormous, but I am going to probably take a little bit home for the boys. You enjoying date night, baby?
Absolutely.
Yeah? A nice glass of white wine. I've got myself a bellini. I will be having another one, and we have got a car waiting for us outside to take us home, which is so lovely. So we're going to keep these bellinis going. Cheers! The next peach bellini has arrived along with our starter, which is the vitello tonato. It is my absolute favourite. So it's very, very thin slices of veal with a tuna and caper sauce. Sounds horrendous, but tastes unbelievable. Oh, buon appetito! So our middle course has arrived. The pasta has arrived, but the truffle is on its way. So we're having a truffle pasta to share. Oh, here we go. May I film it on my phone as well? There we go, and then I'll get... Thank you so much. Wonderful, thank you. It looks incredible.
Oh dear.
Oh my goodness gracious me. I think my eyes were slightly bigger than my tummy. Oh wow. That looks incredible. Good morning, everybody. I'm sorry that I didn't come on again when I got back last night. By the time we got back, it was quite late and I was ready for bed. But what an amazing evening and what an incredible meal. Honestly, Zafferano is one of my favorite places in London. The service is phenomenal and the food is just utterly divine. So I couldn't recommend it enough. And I will leave the details in that description box down below. But as you can see, I am in the kitchen and it is time to lay our Christmas Eve table. I am so excited. I'm literally like a child in a candy store. I've got everything out that I think I'm going to use. And also, how magnificent does the fireplace look? With the amaryllis growing out of it, and you've got the fresh greens, the burgundies, the reds. It's all tonal, it's all whimsical, and it is just magical. I think it looks absolutely incredible. And with the reds and the greens on the table, it's just going to tie in to perfection. So first things first, the table is bare and it is clean. So I'm going to start off with a very Christmassy and very traditional runner. This is again another one from Pottery Barn, something we've had for years, but I just love how it's embroidered with those sort of like holly branches. You've got little berries. It's also got like a slight hint of sparkle in it. And when the light reflects off of it, it looks just beautiful. So let's start laying the table for our family Christmas Eve. The table runner is on, and it is time to create the florals to pop down the table. So let's head into the scullery and create the most beautiful festive floral arrangements for the kitchen table. I seem to be living in here at the moment. So I've got some beautiful rose hips. I've got those amaryllis waiting to be placed into the magnificent kitchen arrangement. I am going to redo it because some of the fresh florals have in fact died. And so I'm going to take it all out and then pop some of it back in along with these exquisite amaryllis. I don't know whether the camera's picking it up, but they're almost glittery. Well, they are glittery. I'm just looking at this one and it is absolutely stunning. I've then got some fresh white roses here, some white roses in there, and I've got the berries. So I'm going to pop you on a time lapse and I'm going to create 6 beautiful floral arrangements. As you know, I always like to create one before I move on to the others, just so that I can replicate it. So we've got those gorgeous red berries. We've got some holly in there with the red berries at the end. We've got some gorgeous green foliage, and I think it looks absolutely beautiful. I've also teased open the roses slightly, just to create a little bit of drama and show off their real beauty. But I'm delighted as to how that's turned out. I'm now going to create the final 5. Florals are done, and these are the beautiful arrangements. So I've done 6 matching little tiny green vases with the holly, the berries, the beautiful roses, and then lots of foliage from the gardens. And then I've done a couple of posies with 1 rose, a little bit of holly, and the lovely greenery. And then I've actually done these tiny little bud vases with just 1 Grand Prix rose in, and I think that they look magnificent. So it is time to pop them on the table. Okay, so the florals are on the table and they look so pretty. I'll step out of the way so that you can see how stunning they look. And already the table is looking rather full. So I'm going to start dotting our decorations. I keep telling you, the reindeer addiction continues. We have them in so many different colours and they come out year after year after the year. I think we bought these 2 or 3 years ago from Mrs. Alice. I will leave a link down below if they have the same or if not something similar. So I've left a few gaps in between the florals and I'm just going to dot these in. Oh, I love that. That looks stunning. We've now got to find a place for the pookies, and I think they are literally going to just sit in between. And these pookie lamps are absolutely fabulous. They're such a handy way of adding light onto the table. We've had them for years and they are rechargeable. So you can pop them on the table and it just creates light. We are also going to have voltives. Voltives! I've lost it. Anywho, pookie lamps are going on. And so have a look at these. They are the most beautiful red glass, hand-painted voltives. And the little tea lights go in the top. So I think I'm going to pop these down just because I absolutely love them. And then should there be any gaps, there aren't many, I must admit. I've got some gorgeous pine cones that are frosted. So I'm going to dot them where there are gaps. So the central tablescape is finished and I am over the moon. It looks so beautiful. It's very Christmassy and it is just spectacular. It is now time to pop the placemats down. You've all seen these before. These are Penny Morrison and these are edition 94. So I'm going to pop them around the table. Next up are the napkins, and these are the matching napkins to the table runner, so they are also Pottery Barn. And then we've got our Mackenzie Child napkin ring holders. You've seen these 100 times, and that's what I'm saying. If you invest in beautiful things, they will last you for years to come. You can bring them out. We literally use these for every single occasion, whether it's Easter, birthdays, dinner parties, or in fact Christmas. So I'm going to go around and I'm going to pop the napkins down. We'll then put the cutlery, the glasses, and finish off the tablescape to perfection. And there you have it. Our Christmas Eve table is finished. I am so delighted with the way that it turned out. And I just think with the fireplace, it looks just sensational. Look at those amaryllis up there. It is so, so beautiful and such a fantastic idea of Nem's. When he said he was going to do it, I was like, oh, they're going to grow out. I had no idea what he was saying, but I think that looks absolutely magnificent. So the table, you've just seen me lay the entire thing, from creating these beautiful floral arrangements with the berries, the fresh holly, the Grand Prix roses, and all the foliage that was foraged from the garden. And then we have these gorgeous felt reindeer along with the green edition 94, the Penny Morrison, the beautiful Pottery Barn with the Mackenzie Child napkin ring holder. We have our Christoffel silver out, beautiful glasses. These are actually from India Jane, believe it or not. Just a fantastic buy and something that we bring out time and time again every single year. We've then got all the voltives, we've got all the little tea lights, we've got those frosted pine cones. The Pookie lamps are fantastic, so I've just switched them on so that you can see them. And what I like to do is actually lean the pine cone against the power button so that they become seamless and all you see is bronze hardware. I am absolutely delighted and think it looks amazing. Please excuse the utter bomb site that is behind. I've still got to refresh the large floral arrangement, but I am absolutely obsessed. I think it looks gorgeous. I only had 8 of these, so sadly I've had to go with 2 of the snowflakes, but I think it matches in perfectly. That is our kitchen table ready for Christmas Eve. I am head over heels in love with our decorations this year. I feel like this fireplace is just bigger and better than ever. It's whimsical, yet it's dramatic. I love the bows, I love the amaryllis, and it is absolutely sensational. Right, I've got to very quickly pop down to Marlow. I've got to get a few Christmas cards. I've got to get some wrapping paper. I've got to get all the wrapping done. So let's head down to Marlow. All dressed and ready for Marlow very, very quickly. I've popped on my Maximara vintage coat. Absolutely love this one. This one was my mother's. It's the one with those gorgeous buttons. It's got the little suede belt. And then I've actually got my Halara dress on. You guys watch me unbox it and style it. You know I'm having a real chocolate moment. I've got a little friend down here. Do you want to come to Marlow with Mummy? Do you want to be Marlow, dog? Well, I can't take you all. And then I've got my chocolate Holland Cooper boots. I really feel like chocolate has been my colour of the year, and I'm definitely taking that through to 2024. Anyway, I've got to buy a Christmas card for absolutely everybody under the sun and some wrapping paper. I love it. My mother's arrived and she's just got into my car and into the passenger seat. Am I driving again? Right. Okay. I mean, talk about a cheeky monkey. Unbelievable. Oh, just add chauffeur to my resume. You look gorgeous today.
Thank you, darling. I'm in a Holland Cooper number.
Oh, I love it.
Kindly gave me.
I know. Well, actually, I love how you say gave you. That you have taken.
When I'm back in the cold in this country.
So we are off to Marlow. It's in timeshare. As you know, we love to share things. Actually, I'm wearing your coat. Oh, yeah. And you're wearing mine.
Vintage Max.
Vintage Max.
There's a nice little collar that goes on that as
yes,
well.
there is, but I thought it was a bit too foo-foo-y for
actually, it is quite warm today. I'm
very mild, but very windy. I went to Mathers and managed to find all of the cards in there. I actually bought such a sweet card from Mark. It's one of those $5 shake cards, so they're really pretty and normally quite sparkly. But I just loved the sausage dogs. So it says Christmas kisses to the one I love. It's not super salty. I then got lots of different little cards. What do you call these? Are they gift tags? My goodness me, we're so close, ladies and gentlemen. I'm losing my sense of English language at this point. Anyway, I bought some beautiful gift tags. Good thing they're named, otherwise, what did I call them? Little notes or something. Anyway, they're so pretty and they go with my wrapping paper colour scheme. Now, talking of wrapping paper, look at how stunning this is. I'm going to give you a close-up. So these are snowball hydrangeas, and then they've got the red berries and they've got beautiful red bows on them, and I just thought it was the prettiest wrapping paper. So I have got some serious wrapping to do, but before I do, I want to show you something extremely special. So when I arrived at home, I had a delivery and I opened up, I thought, gosh, I'm not expecting any more presents. I think I've got everything. And Holland Cooper have sent me the most beautiful hamper. And before I opened it too much, I thought, do you know what? You would all love to see this as well. So I thought I'd switch on the camera and I would unhamper it together. It is a personalised HC hamper. How cool is that? I feel extremely honoured to have one of these. They have a gorgeous little letter that says Leonora and Mark, and considering he's still not home, I thought we would open it together. So it says seasonal greetings from Holland Cooper. I absolutely love their illustration this year. I just think it's so beautiful and extremely classy, and you've got all of the things that are just so iconically British, and it looks absolutely gorgeous. It says, Dear Leonora and Mark, from myself and all the team at Holland Cooper, we hope you have a magical Christmas and a very happy new year. Love, Jade. I mean, how incredible is that? That she has handwritten that letter herself just means so much. And I honestly, I still cannot believe. I think that's definitely one of my biggest highs that this year is becoming an official Holland Cooper brand ambassador. I still literally have to pinch myself. I can't quite believe it. It's one of my dream brands, and I just feel so honoured to represent them and sort of wave their flag, as they say. So even down to the gorgeous tissue paper. I'm probably going to be finding these all across the house. Oh wow! Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. This thing is literally full. Oh, look at this. Oh my gosh. This is a gorgeous Holland Cooper tweed stocking with the faux fur at the top. That is so gorgeous. I'm most certainly going to be hanging this from the fireplace. I've just seriously upped my stocking game. That is absolutely gorgeous, and it also matches all of my other tweed. What else is in here? Ooh, I think this is a goodie for Mark. Oh, look at that. Well, he's not here. He's lost his flat cap. Fabulous. How cool is that? I could wear it with a nibby. In all honesty, it's quite big for me. Oh my gosh, I can't even tell you how many beautiful little bits are in here. I literally feel like Christmas is already here. And there is nothing quite like the iconic green and gold Holland Cooper boxes. So in here, this, I think, is the gift of the year. And it's such a lovely way to be able to smell and try every single one of Holland Cooper's fragrances. And it's just the most beautiful thing. So this is their luxury mini candle set. And you get the beautiful rose oud, you get their signature scent, and then the Feuille Noir. And they are absolutely beautiful. Again, when it comes to packaging, they are the very best. Then what else have we got? Now I'm going to make an enormous statement. This is my favorite candle of this year. I can't believe I just said that on my YouTube channel. That is a huge statement for me to make. This is absolutely exquisite. This is their Noel candle. They launched it this year, and I cannot tell you, my house smells absolutely scrumdiddlyocious. You've got the iconic gold sticker on the front, the beautiful dark rich red glass, all hand painted in gold on the inside, and then you've got these beautiful little candle care notes on the top. Then, oh my goodness, a beautiful pair of gloves. Oh, I feel like Mark and I are going to have to fight over this. Is this not absolutely beautiful? So you've got that gorgeous like camel beige with a black HC, and it's got a really beautiful, let me show you this. They've designed this so well. It's got a really, really beautiful frayed edge, and it's also reversible. So you could wear it on the black side, like so. How gorgeous is that? And it's quite nice. You could even be wearing everything black. I mean, I'm wearing chocolate, and I actually think that that's really tonal and so lovely. It's also so soft. Now, the last few little pieces in here, what do we have? Oh, wow. I've literally just said I'm going to Glasgow, and the one thing I don't have, believe it or not, is a passport cover, passport holder. And look at that. A gorgeous black crocodile-like leather, gold pressing, HC logo, and then your passport just sits in there. I can literally be repping through the airport being like, yes, Holland Cooper with my scarf and my passport. So that is just divine. And one last little thing that is going straight on my car keys. Look at that. Oh, I love this. Look at that. So you've got the HC, but I really, really love the buckle. Oh, whoopsie daisies, dropped the box. Look at that. So you unscrew that, pop the key in, and then screw it back up. It's just so elevated, and they've got the green and the red. That is absolutely gorgeous. Honestly, I'm absolutely blown away to be able to open this tonight just before Christmas. I have felt like an extremely lucky young lady. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to box it all back up and let Mark open it himself when he gets home. And then I need to get some serious wrapping done. I've got to get the album wrapped, and I need to put a big red ribbon over it. And then I've got a very, very special present to Alessio. Now, if you have watched my YouTube channel for a while, you will have met Alessio. So Alessio is first and foremost one of my dearest, greatest and longest friends, but he's also the most extremely talented hairstylist. He owns La Medusa in Henley. If any of you like my hair, then you need to go to him and his team. And he did my first ever haircut when I was 3 years old, and he has done all of my sister's hair for their wedding, and he also did my hair for my wedding. And I know my wedding was bloody years ago at this point, but I've been meaning to do this for literally the last 2 years, and I don't know why. I just haven't. I've got him something else, or we weren't here, or we didn't see him, or anyway, excuses, excuses. I've finally done it, and it's arrived today. So it is an enormous canvas of all of the photographs of Alessio at our wedding. Alessio was the person who pulled my veil over before I walked down the aisle. He did my hair. So literally this is us in the morning. I'm gonna come super close up so that you can actually see this. So this is Alessio doing my hair in the morning. This is Alessio doing my flower girl's hair. Alessio fixing my tiara. Gosh, I can't even get this down. I'm gonna have to move you up. Alessio just adjusting my veil. He just pulled it over with my mum. Obviously that is one of our main wedding photographs there. And that's him just fixing the veil at the back. Of course, Alessio dancing the night away at our wedding, because he was also one of the most important guests. So the girls told me the measurements, and I spoke to Steph about it, and she was like, Leo, I really think you should do it. Because I was sort of like, do you really think he's gonna put a canvas of me in the salon? Like, do you not think that's a bit much? And she was like, Leonora, he will love it. So I've done it. He can either obviously have it at home and just tuck it away for his own personal preference where he puts it, or he is going to pop it in the salon. So they gave me the dimensions of where it could go. It is huge. I definitely didn't think that it would be hanging in the salon, but I think it's gorgeous, and I'm really happy with the way that it turned out. And I cannot even begin to tell you what unbelievable value it was. So I couldn't recommend it enough. And obviously with presents like that, it's more about the sentiment, and it's more about the meaning and the memories. And he's just one of the most special people on this earth. Anywho, talking of other special people, I've got to wrap this album. I've finally finished it, and it is ready to be wrapped to perfection. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pop you guys on a time lapse. I'm gonna wrap this, put a huge bow on it. Also going to wrap the canvas, and I will come back and show you what it looks like. I've also got to have a little bit of a ceremonial thing. My mother is coming over tonight, and we are going to be placing the angel that we bought in Barbados on the very top of the Christmas tree, ready for Christmas Eve. I'm so excited. It's uncontrollable now. People just cannot stop me. I am so festive. Mama is here, looking very festive and glittery. I'm loving the Holland Cooper diffuser. It is literally setting the most delicious aroma around the house. Here is the Christmas tree, and we are going to pop the beautiful angel at the very top of the tree.
You'll have to be a flying angel. Yeah. No, just go for it.
Flying angel.
No, it's fine. Well, you can't drop the tree anymore.
So we're having a bit of a situation with the angel, and we're either going to have a flying angel
Or a very swat angel. Going terribly well at the moment. I'm trying to stay calm for her.
I need to cut a tiny bit more. Scissors. So the angel is on the tree. She's looking somewhat squished up there. She looks like she's going to the loo at the top of the tree, but it would not have been finished without her. Well, that is our Christmas tree finally finished. I hope you love it as much as I do. But I will see you guys bright-eyed and bushy-tailed because it will be officially Christmas Eve. There's still so much to do. Lots of baking, lots of cooking. I've got to wrap all the gifts. I've got to write all the cards. I will give you guys the full grand tour Christmas floral finale. And then I've got to get ready for Christmas Eve. We have so many different family traditions and I cannot wait to share every single one of them with you. Good morning, everybody. First and foremost, most importantly, happy Christmas Eve! Well, to be honest with you, by the time you're seeing this, it will actually be Christmas Day. So I hope you are all having the happiest, merriest, loving, gorgeous, warm, cozy, wholesome Christmas. I hope you're happy and you're healthy. That is the most important thing. And I truly hope that you are with loved ones. So back into my time. It is Christmas Eve and I've got my pinny on, the hair is in rollers, I've popped a touch of makeup on, and to be honest with you, I've been up since the crack of dawn. Everything is wrapped within an inch of its life. It's underneath the Christmas tree and it is looking so magical. I had a little bit of a jiff and a little bit of a jolly around the house, making sure that everything is ready for this evening's festivities. I also redid the floral display in the kitchen. It's a little less wild. I've popped the beautiful amaryllis in and it is looking stunning. I am in full cooking and baking mode. I am just prepping our family tradition, which is having fish pie on Christmas Eve. We've got the smoked haddock, we've got the haddock, we've got the salmon, we've got the fresh prawns. We're going to be creating the bechamel and then the mashed potato on the top. As I said, it's something that we do every single year and it has become a solid family tradition of ours, as well as something that is rather spoily and rather bougie, which is having caviar, and we wouldn't have it any other way. So as you can imagine, as I'm sure every single one of you, on Christmas Eve there is still so much to do. The guests are arriving in T-3 hours. All I can say is wish me luck. First things first, it is not a Leonora vlog without a glass of champagne and without a very special guest. I feel like Mummy and I are literally living together at this point, but she is helping me with the fish pie because actually you all say that I'm a lovely cook and I'm very grateful for that, but actually I've learned every single thing I know because my mother is the most exceptional chef. So now, today,
I just wanted to point out, you were going to just about put the nutmeg in there.
No, it's too early for the nutmeg.
Yeah, it's too early for the nutmeg.
Yeah.
Just let the milk come to a little
So
simmer.
I just need to explain quickly. Yes. So we are just creating the sort of the base and the sauce for the fish pie. So what you need to do is you need to get yourself some whole milk. You need to give it a good slug. As I said, I will leave all the details and the recipe in that description box down below. So you need a whole heap of milk. You need an onion and you need 2 bay leaves. And what you're going to do is you're going to pop it on the heat, medium heat, and bring it to a simmer. And once it's sort of like bubbling away at the top, continue, Mama.
Yes, you want to slide the fish in.
Really delicately.
These lovely things, I swear by these, because you can take them off the thing.
Off of the chopping board.
Carefully slide the fish in.
So all of those different fish cook at different speeds, so it is quite, you've got to be quite mindful of that and eyeball it. So I've got my milk, my onions and my bay leaves in my large Le Creuset pan. And let's do this. Let's get going. Mama, we need a glass of champagne for this.
I think we do, darling.
We are celebrating. So basically what we're doing is we are poaching the fish in the milk. And once we've done that, literally it takes 4 to 5 minutes. Please do not overcook your fish. We will then be using the milk as the base for the bechamel, because all of those gorgeous flavors from those fish will be sort of like oozing throughout that milk, and you'll get a delicious creamy fish taste to it. I feel like I'm not really selling it very well at the moment, but trust me. Very important job that is making sure that the chef and the sous chef are hydrated. Hydration stations a la champagne.
With a bit of
little bit of orange juice.
Squeezed orange juice as well in there.
It's still quite early.
That waitress smooths freshly squeezed orange juice. I absolutely adore it.
Oh, yum!
So we don't get too tipsy.
Very true. Very true. We can't be legless before the guests arrive. Oh, well, cheers, Mummy. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, darling.
Merry Christmas Eve. So whilst that milk is coming to a simmer, we're going to start off with the bechamel, just because we don't have that much time, and we have a list as long as my entire body to get through. So I've got an enormous knob of butter in there, and I am going to cook the plain flour. If you haven't watched my YouTube channel before, then please scroll through, because I do so many different cook-alongs. And when it comes to bechamel or a white sauce, it is so important to cook your flour first. Please don't add flour at the end, otherwise it will taste floury and horrible. You have got to cook it at the beginning. So I am going to go ahead and I'm going to make our bechamel. I'm going to melt the butter, cook the flour, and then once the fish has poached, I'm going to strain the milk. You have got to strain the milk, all these different top tips. And then we're going to use the milk to add into our bechamel to create a really cream, silky and scrumptious consistency. So let's do this. She keeps nicking my champagne. It seems to be going down rather quickly, and then hers stays full. Doesn't seem fair, does it? Time to strain the milk. Pour myself a large bowl, a sieve, and voila! As easy as that. Let's go in there.
Don't do what I do sometimes, which is strain the milk. 1 year, too much champagne. Strain the milk and forgot to put the bowl underneath it, so it all went down the sink.
No. Oh my goodness,
I've done that. I know.
Oh gosh, well then you can actually try those last little bits of fish that go through. Right, and this is going to be the base of our bechamel. So the butter and the flour have been cooked off to perfection. I'm going to get myself a ladle, and then I'm going to very, very slowly, over a low heat, start to create our beautiful bechamel sauce. Then over here, this is our fish base. I'm not cooking the salmon because it cooks so quickly and it will almost steam underneath the potato. And then we're going to add the raw prawns in there as well. So let's focus on the bechamel. We're then going to put the potatoes on the top. You guys know how to make mashed potato. It is basic. Add loads of butter in, add a lashing of double cream, salt and pepper, all about the seasoning. Let's do the bechamel. Well, however, we have a slight but wonderful element to just add to the mix of things. We have a few more guests this evening, and obviously everybody has bought out every single supermarket, fishmonger and butchers in the entire country by this time on Christmas Eve, that I'm now going to have to make Josie and my festive mac and cheese, just to sort of spread the food. I've never
tasted it before.
Mummy has never tasted the mac and cheese.
So it'll just pad things out nicely.
Pad things out.
I'm just tasting this. Needs a bit more salt.
Little
trick that I do. So not always, you know, it just depends. Because I think every year there's a slight twist on it. but I think a little bit of cayenne pepper,
literally a touch,
just gives it a little bit of a kick. Hold that.
Hold that, yes.
Ah, there it is. And you're going to grate a little bit of the nutmeg.
Mama, what would you say? Enough nutmeg or a touch more?
No, enough. Just let me taste it.
Okay. Taste test.
Big on the taste test.
Teaspoon.
I'm going to put.
Touch more.
A little bit more.
Okay.
Actually, quite a lot more because it's delicious.
Oh, love a bit of nutmeg. I also love adding nutmeg into the mac and cheese as well. So the flavours will complement.
Maybe a little bit more of this as well.
Enough? Perfect. Let's give that a go. Have another taste test.
And I'm going to just put some creme fraiche in.
Oh, creme fraiche is our little hidden secret. It thickens up the bechamel and it just makes it irresistibly silky. Oh wow, Mama, you are going large on the old creme fraiche.
Yeah.
Ooh, yum de la scrum.
A little bit more black pepper.
Also, another little top tip, please do not add any black pepper until the very end, until your bechamel is cooked. Because on the terrible occasion where you might have had a touch too much champagne and burn your bechamel, you don't know what's burnt bits and what's pepper. So you could fish out the burnt bits if you haven't added the pepper already. Have been known to do that as well. Right, this is perfect. Now, Mummy, may I do a taste test just to ensure that we are agreeing?
What you've got to decide is whether you want a tablespoon of capers in there or not.
No, I don't think the capers. Oh, Mum, that is outrageous.
A little bit of lemon juice.
And I know I'm putting my teaspoon back in the pot, but considering we made it, my entire family's eating it. If they haven't got what I've got, then Merry Christmas. Right, perfecto. Let's get this in the pot, the mashed potato one, and get it in the oven. Moving on, we are going to leave this to one side to 100% cool, because if we were to pour it onto the fish now, it would actually in fact cook the fish, and we don't want that at all. So we're going to leave that to one side. I'm going to put my beautiful oven-proof dish full of all of those scrummy fish in there to one side. And I'm now going to make a whole nother bechamel, not with a fishy base. Obviously, this is going to be the cheese sauce for our macaroni cheese. I'm most certainly going to have to put this on a time lapse because this is going to probably be about 4 hours long. A tree. Frosty winds may blow. You guys kill me. I love it though. Okay, well I've well and truly upped my onion game. My eyes were watering, my nose was watering, and well I've got my goggles on now. And I tell you what, it's fantastic. I tell you, this is a fantastic idea. They are swimming goggles, they're not particularly onion goggles, but they are working like a treat. So I'm just chopping up the red onions super finely. And this is going to go along with the caviar and the blinis. Oh, yum. de la scrum, as we say. Oh, I'm so impressed with these. Fabulous.
I've got my Argus slug who is helping Mummy. You're so helpful, aren't you? You're so helpful. You are just also irresistible. Excuse me? None of that, thank you very much, on Christmas Eve. None of that smarty business. Are you beautiful people? You beautiful people. Wiggy is literally my spirit animal. That is how I'm feeling after Vlogmas, ladies and gentlemen. And that is how I'm going to be lying on Boxing Day. You are a delicious pickle.
Well, the rollers are finally out and I am dressed for Christmas Eve. I've got my red dress on and I'm really channeling my inner Mrs. Claus. I'm also continuing the utter obsession with sausage dogs. Mummy Amanda bought me the most beautiful little sausage dog brooch for Christmas and I couldn't wait. So I have unwrapped it and I've popped it on. It's just one of those dresses that are slightly low. So I've got a perfectly placed sausage dog. Anyway, it is now time to finish off this fish pie to perfection. I've poured the white sauce over the top of the fish. I've actually popped it in the freezer for about 5 minutes just to chill it. And then I'm going to pop the mashed potato on the top and then it won't sink. So I've got my mashed potatoes in here. I've got my fish and my bechamel in there. And I'm literally going to dollop the mashed potato on the top.
Well, what you do is you line it like that.
Okay.
So that it looks, you know.
A bit messy.
Yeah.
Well, that's what I had it. Mummy said it looked too messy.
No, darling. Now, nice black pepper all over it.
Yeah, and then
have you got some paprika? Clean it all up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I want to test it.
All right.
Test it. Let
All
me
right.
just.
Well, say hello to all the subscribers.
Oh no, I don't want to. Don't say that. Now, come on.
Right, come on. Ange is doing the final touch. Oh wow, Ange.
It's got to be good.
It will be fantastic.
That's enough, darling.
Oh,
You can put a little bit down here.
down there. Oh my goodness, magical.
No, that's all we want.
It is Ange's magic touch. I need to introduce you.
You're so naughty.
Angie, everybody's going to want to come and say hi and they're going to say, who is that glamorous woman who has just finished off your fish pie to perfection? Well, this is Auntie Angie. She is like my fairy, well, I'm actually very put out if truth be known. Cameron got the best godparents. How did I not end up with you?
What?
I'm devastated.
Mummy made a mistake there.
Mummy made a terrible mistake.
mistake.
I mean, I've got fantastic godparents. I just wish I had an extra one. My fairy
Me too.
godmother. She is the most incredible chef, cook.
Enjoy that fish pie.
It's going to be scrum-didiocious. Right, I'm going to pop this to one side and I'm going to finish off this festive mac and cheese. It's very windy out here, but you guys asked for the grand tour. So here it is. I'm getting utterly blown to bits. There goes my blow dry, quite literally. But here is the front of the house, the front door, the gorgeous twinkly lights, and those exquisite flowered wreaths. We've got the candles on, the beautiful baskets all planted up with those festive florals. It is so, so sweet in here. And these are actually pews. They were church pews that we picked up in Burford, of all places, at an antique shop. And we just thought they would go perfectly here at the front door. So let's go in and take a look around. Ooh. My goodness gracious me, it is so windy out there, but you guys have seen the Christmas tree a fair few times by now, and these are the amaryllis that I showed you yesterday. Are they not absolutely stunning? I love the whites and the reds, and all planted up in that beautiful ochre planter. So let's go and take a look at the kitchen first of all. I am absolutely obsessed with this year's floral installation. These amaryllis are looking so beautiful. We are matching, of course. And then this is the Holland Cooper diffuser. It's one of their brand new launches, and I think it looks absolutely stunning. Oh, I don't think I'll ever get over this kitchen set up like this. It looks magnificent. So you watched me create the tablescape yesterday. It's all set up and ready for Christmas Eve. And then this morning I woke up bright-eyed and bushy-tailed to create this beautiful floral arrangement. So I took out all of the dead, and I actually wanted to tone it down slightly. I love the whimsical branches, but I also wanted to add in those amaryllis. So it's slightly smaller, yet it is so stunning and rather dramatic. I also added in those beautiful berries around the bottom. And with the other elements of red in this kitchen, I think it goes so well. And then tonight, you've been watching me make all of these different bits and pieces. And these are all the different little things that you have when you have caviar. So we've got the white eggs, we've got the egg yolks, you've got the egg whites, you've got the red onions, and you've got the sour cream. This is our beautiful crystal bowl, and then we have the caviar that just sits in here. So caviar's currently in the fridge, and then it will go into this pot. This is one of my favorite silver pieces. So this is a Bellini barrel. So it's this beautiful silver barrel, and basically the Bellinis sit in here once they come out of the oven, and once you take one you can close it and they keep them warm, which I thought was just amazing. So this is our canapé setup. We are going to be having caviar and smoked salmon Bellinis, and a champagne that I think complements it to perfection is the scrumptious Perrier-Jouet Belle Epoque. So it's a 2014, and it is one of my absolute favorites. And I hope you will agree with me that that looks absolutely stunning. Please excuse the mess behind. As you know, it has been a bit of a cooking marathon today. And then earlier on this vlog, you saw me create this tablescape, and I just think it looks so pretty. It's very dainty. The more you look, the more you see, from the reindeers to the pine cones, those stunning roses. They've even opened up slightly more than when I placed them on the table. But the real moment is that there. That fireplace is just something else. The amaryllis growing out of it, those deep, rich burgundy hydrangeas. You've got those gorgeous burgundy ribbons. Got Santa Claus. We aren't lighting the fire this evening because it is actually rather mild. It's very windy, but it is mild. So we've popped some candles in the fireplace just so that it's nice and light and bright. We've got those reindeer with the tea lights, a Holland Cooper candle, and it is looking fabulous. And I love how these planters turned out. So we planted these about, I would say about 6 weeks ago. These are some gorgeous hyacinths, and we kept them outside to keep them cool. And then just about a week ago, we brought them into the house, and they have flourished to perfection. And again, these came from Covent Garden Flower Market. They were cheap as chips, but don't you think that they look so effective? A little partner is over there as well. Oh gosh, I am so happy with the way that this has turned out. And Santa Claus is there. We've got lots of reds, lots of burgundies. The amaryllis is pure perfection. A gorgeous, wholesome tablescape for Christmas Eve, and the most stunning floral arrangement in the kitchen. Now, let's go and see the drawing room and the dining room. Odie, would you like to take us through? Hey, little posh dog, come on then. Let's go in. let's go in. You're going to show everybody? The tree is twinkling away. Our hilarious angel is at the top and it leads us through to the hallway. I haven't actually touched this and it has dried to perfection and it looks so pretty, whimsical and just so magical. We've got all of the Christmas candles burning, so it is smelling like heaven in here. Yesterday you would have seen the dining room and it is all set up and ready for Christmas Day. I've added a few more pink roses and I finished the floral arrangement at the back there. So it is looking a little bit fuller. It's got some red berries in there. You've got the pink lilies coming out and I'm obsessed. I love all the silver pieces and look at those florals. Look at that rose. It is just breathtaking. So all of our different family pieces, a whole lot of shiz, a whole lot of sparkle is on the table and I think it is looking gorgeous. The fire is all lit and it is roaring away. I'm also so mindful. And I just want to take a minute to say that I know how lucky I am and I'm grateful for it every single day. I'm so thankful, I'm so grateful, and I'm just unbelievably blessed to be healthy and happy and have my family. And I know that this time of year can be just so lonely and hard for everybody, whether you have a family or not. You know, it brings up so many different emotions, and it might be emotions of maybe losing somebody and not having that loved one with you, or something else. You know, I always just want to say that I am always here. My direct messages on my Instagram are always open. Please feel free to message me. Leave a little comment down below if you want to chat. And if you go into my Instagram, my email address is also on there. So if anybody is struggling, please know that I am on my phone. And you know what? You've all been here for me. And I just want to take a moment to say thank you so much and that I am here for you. Anyway, let's go into the drawing room, make sure that it's looking perfection for our guests, and then let's get this show on the road. I believe Mummy, Angie and Mark are already... Oh, and Mr. Bertie. So this is Bertie, everybody. This is Angie's dog. So Angie and Tony are staying for the weekend, and I think Mummy and Angie are already on the champagne in the drawing room. So as you can see, lots of Christmassy bits out. We've also got the mistletoe. Excuse me, what, ladies? Are we having a pre-party in here? Look at this. And how sweet. Hi, boys. Hi, Mummy's little scrunch skins. Oh my goodness. Well, ladies, not too much champagne. We've got to make sure that got to get the show on the road. Got to get all the canapes. She's just having a little break. So we've got all of the poinsettias in here. 2 supermodels over there with 2 beautiful sausage dogs. He's the Brad Pitt of the sausage dog world. So we've got the beautiful poinsettias, the gorgeous fireplace roaring, and we are ready for the most gorgeous festive Christmas Eve. So the caviar is going out, and we popped into Caviar House and Prunier when we were in London, and that is going to sit beautifully in here. So that is going to go in there, the lid is going to come off, and voila, doesn't that look sensational? Okay, so the final thing to go up is the mistletoe. I'm going to see whether we can wrap it round something up here. Oh my gosh, what are we going to do? Oh, I've got a good idea. I'm going... Oh! Oh god, there goes something in the roof. Oh dear, okay, maybe I don't do that. I think this is like a 700-year-old beam. Oh gosh. Okay, right. This is going to work. Cami and Venera have literally just arrived. So the house is full of family, and this is the final touch to go up. Right, ready? And voila. There it is! She is perfect! Okay, everybody, let's kiss! We have just finished dinner and I am ready for bed. My goodness me, has it been a busy day, but my goodness me, has it been such a special one. From the second I woke up to literally the second I will put my head down on a pillow, I have been smiling from ear to ear, and some just the happiest family memories have been made today. I am so excited to finally tell you that I will also be sharing Christmas Day. I feel like we've got this far, so I might as well share the big day. And I know you're watching this on Christmas Day, so just once more, I hope you've had the happiest, the most beautiful and healthy and wholesome day, and I cannot wait to share ours with you. I also just want to take a moment to thank each and every single one of you that has tuned in every day. I just feel so blessed to have such a kind and supportive and just rock star community on here. So thank you so much from the very, very bottom of my heart for being such a huge part of Vlogmas. So the carrots are out, ready for the reindeer, a glass of milk for Santa, Fortnum's Florentines. Let's blow the candles out on Christmas Eve 2023, and I will see you guys tomorrow for the big day.